Panthers for the extra point. And that'll set them back 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. It's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the Panthers' 4-yard line.
Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Going on the ground with Homer. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Homer. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. This is Homer. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 43-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
3rd and 1.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Cornelder. 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They start the drive with Hyde. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Hyde. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll try to wind down some clock with Hyde. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up
and this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. Let's see if they can avoid doing it here. And his throw is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flushed out right. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But it'll be second down. Now Bridgewater. Over the middle, open is Thomas. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And they'll get it. Down as he's inside the 40.
A gain of 14. First down, Carolina. Today's final score, Seahawks 14.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and off we go from uptown Charlotte. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and they will elect to not. Bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. On first down, Wilson. They go screen pass to Hyde. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeremy Chin. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he's going to go down again. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jordan Brooks in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This one caught by Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
First down.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. This is McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. First and 10. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. Now Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not much there, only a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On second down, Hyde.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run this with Homer. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 41. Here's Hyde. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Burris. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
Oh, my goodness.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, short throw to Disley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Derek Brown gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, 53 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On third down, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's third down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
Now Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing again here. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
1 yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And Bridgewater able to get this complete to Anderson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Anderson. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This is Davis. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
He was taken down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down now, it's Davis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Here's McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Seahawks 7. Joey Sly to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And we're back now in Charlotte. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Burris. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now look at him go. Oh! Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, 74 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Going on the ground with Homer. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35.
16 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
This is Homer. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
Chris Carson, 27 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
2nd and inches.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater to the right side, and he's got more complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Brian Burns in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. But Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs.